right leg back. And exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. One more time, inhale, reach your right leg back. Exhale, knee comes up towards the nose. Hover for a moment, look forward, step right foot quietly through. Drop the left knee down, arms rise up, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, the left hand down, lift slowly the back leg up, reach the right arm as you turn your chest, creating a twist in your lunge. Bend a little more the right knee if you can as you root through the big toe. So you're hugging in the right knee towards the midline of your body. You're extending the left leg back. Right hand comes down on the mat or a block. Turn back foot sideways, extended side angle. Left arm extends up. Turn your left palm, reach the left arm overhead. Turn your chest, turn your belly. Maybe the gaze is up. I'm going to keep my gaze straight forward. It's better for my neck. Move the right shoulder away from the ear. Create a little more space in your neck. Really root through your feet. Feel the strength of your legs. One more breath here. Nice. Left hand comes down. Slide your right toe, heel toe it to the right. Bring your hands inside your right foot, a variation of lizard. So the back leg is lifted, the back leg is strong. Soften your right toes as you hug your right knee in towards the center of your body. Right foot is on a slight angle. Really root through that right foot. Use your core center, lift, step the left foot forward and come into Malasana. So both feet are at an angle as much as you need. Line up your ankles and your knees. Some people need to turn the feet out more than others, so it'll depend on your body. Bring your hands in towards your heart as you lift up your heart. As you breathe out, draw your belly in towards your spine. 2 more breaths here. So we can let go of what we don't need to hang on to and not make that something to think about, something to feel in the body. And we bring in, on the inhale, space. Forward fold. Heel toe straighten your feet out rather. Let your head hang down. Knees can be bent a lot. Gently rock your head from side to side. Breathe in and lift your heart. Lengthen spine. Reach arms out wide to the sides and exhale, come all the way up to stand. Inhale here, exhale, hands lower to the chest. Bring that prayer energy to your heart center, connecting into the heart. So when we're cut off from our emotions, then we get cut off from other people as well, and it's harder to be compassionate, to put ourselves in another person's shoes, so to speak. Let's add in a chair pose. So we slow things down, we move with the breath in the yoga practice. Drop your hip bones, your sit bones down as you extend your spine up, as you reach your arms. And in that way we become more aware and we start to feel, it's like we thaw out. Breathe out, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, gaze forward, step into plank position, hands flat on the mat. Breathe out, lower. Inhale, lift heart, press feet. Exhale, from your center, you go back. The center of your body takes you where you want to go, links up the movement in a steady, strong way, creating balance. Breath by breath, step by step. Let's lift up the left leg, inhale. Exhale, knee comes into the nose, draw your belly up. Inhale, extend your leg away. Exhale, knee in and up. One more time, down dog splits. Exhale, knee comes in and up. Hover, look forward, step left foot softly through. Drop your right knee down and breathe in, rise up, low lunge. Take a moment here. Drop your right hand down. Lift the back leg up, turn your chest to the left, extend your left arm, creating a twist in your lunge. Making space for the breath. Drop your left hand down, spin your back foot, drop the heel, and reach the right arm. Extended side angle pose. Turn right hand forward and reach your right arm slowly overhead. So you can do it in a safe way for your shoulder, and if that doesn't feel right, you stay with the variation 1. Feel your feet. Squeeze the thigh muscles without locking out that back knee. Maybe soften your toes, find a spot to soften. Let's drop right hand down, heel toe the left foot over, so hands are now inside the left foot, pivot the back foot, and come into your variation of lizard. And you can shift the weight a little bit if that feels nice to you, back and forth until you find center. Really extend, shoot through that back leg. Reach the chest forward a little bit, shoulders are soft. Place the weight in your left foot. Step your right foot lightly forward. Turn your heels in a little bit and squat down, Malasana. Bring your hands towards your chest. So we don't feel our emotions when we're not present. We're cut off from ourselves, and then of course we're cut off from others as well. So in that way, yoga becomes a healing practice if we use it as a moving meditation, as a way to connect mind and body with the breath. So using the breath as a tool to link up the movements and the physical body. And then it becomes a way to drop into the present moment. Everything starts to shift. It takes time, it's a slow process, but it works. And especially if you're newer to the practice, let's forward fold, straighten out your feet, let your head relax. You'll actually feel the benefits a lot. That's how anything is, right? That's new. You sort of feel it really strongly in the beginning. The benefits, the differences. Let your head drop so your neck can lengthen, and pull the shoulders gently away from the ears. And then as you get deeper into the practice, as you know it more, the mind more easily comes in because you go into your default mode. Let's heel toe feet together this time. A little bend in the knees if you need. Reach your arms out wide to the sides. And as you inhale, rise all the way up. So when we know the poses more, exhale, hands to the heart. We have to work harder to be present. Let's come into chair pose. Legs bend. Sit bones go down and back. And then your tailbone, for most people, not all people, but for a lot of people, the tailbone will loop up, the belly will push out, and you'll be more in that shape. So if that's happening to you, draw belly in a bit, drop your hip points down, and lengthen through the spine, lift your heart. So you find a balance of the two movements, and you find a neutral pelvis. Okay, bring hands together at the heart. Let's take a twist to the left. Hook your right elbow across your left leg as you lengthen from the base of the spine all the way through the crown of the head. You turn your chest, you turn your belly, you press your hands, step by step, breath by breath. Let's come back to chair pose. Inhale here with hands together at the heart. Exhale, turn the other way. You can nudge your arm down your leg a little bit, get situated, draw the outer hips back in space. As you turn your chest, your belly, you find a long spine, your hands pull together. Last breath. Come back to center, breathe in, arms reach. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen. Step back to plank and move through through your vinyasa, or go right to down dog. Right leg rises up. If you'd like to open up the hip this time, you can. Bending your leg, foot moves towards the left side of your butt. Your heel, left heel, may drop down towards the mat or to the mat. Re-extend right leg. Outer right hip drops down as the right leg reaches up and back, knee to nose. We'll just do it one time this time, so draw your belly up like a cat back, look forward, step right foot through, drop left knee down, inhale, arms up. So we'll move on the breath now. Exhale, hands down, let's take the twist, back leg rises up, right arm reaches. Just take a moment to get situated. We don't want to rush. And then when your next exhale comes, we'll drop the right knee, the right hand rather down, turn the back foot sideways, and make your way into Utthita Parshvakonasana. Parshvakonasana. Extend the left arm overhead. Right hip hugs under. Parshvakonasana, Parshvakonasana. I don't know, I'm momentarily, I've forgotten the pronunciation. Left hand comes down, back foot turns, heel toe the right foot to the right, turn the right foot out a little bit, lizard lunge. And this time you may want to bring your forearms down to the mat. You can do if you would like. Bring your hands back up if forearms were down. Step lightly the left foot forward, turn toes out a bit, and make your way into Malasana, the squat pose. Take a breath here. Long spine, breathing into the low back. If you can stay here if you'd like to come into Bakasana, the crow pose, then I like to heel toe first my feet together. There are different ways to come into the pose. Plant your hands down, knees wide, knees come to right below the armpits, and then you shift the weight forward, you bend your arms, so you create like a shelf for your legs, and then maybe you float your legs up, draw the belly up, breathe. If anybody has a fancier variation, go for it, like moving into handstand perhaps. Let's step our feet down, we'll meet in the fold, and no rush if you're working on something else. Just take a moment. Inhale, reach your arms, reach your chest forward. Exhale, fold one more time. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart, Tadasana, mountain pose with the hands in a prayer position. So bringing that prayer energy, landing it back in the heart center, the key chakra, the chakra that links the lower chakras and the higher chakras. Let's lift up our left leg. So I will mirror you. Left leg rises, open hip, plant foot on thigh or calf. So for most people, the knee is not going to go straight out to the side. Hip points will go forward, the knee will come in a little bit, and that will keep the standing knee safe. Maybe a little bend, just a micro bend in that standing leg as you re-engage the quad muscles. Let's release, reach the arms up, inhale. We'll breathe. Feeling our roots. I learned recently that the word radical is also the word for the deepest root of a tree that connects the tree to the energy of the earth. And I really like that. Bring hands together at the heart. Turn your left knee forward. Wrap your right leg around your standing leg. Hook your foot or keep the foot apart. That will be a good variation for sensitive knees. Reach your arms out. So your left leg is on top, which means that your left arm needs to go under. Whoa, a little tricky to mirror that. And then without twisting the wrists, bring your palms together. If that's not possible, try the back of the hands. Sink your hips a little bit lower down. Some people may want to go into sleeping eagle, dropping the elbows towards the knees, rounding a little bit, rounding through the spine. And we'll rise back up. Inhale, unwrap your top leg, Virabhadrasana 3. Extend the left leg back. Take your time. Breath by breath, really reach through that back leg, strongly flex through the foot. Notice if there's somewhere that you're unnecessarily clenching and let it go. Take a big step back, warrior one. So plant that back foot down on about a 45-degree angle. Sweep your arms around and up. Inhale. You might need to adjust the stance a little bit, make it longer, wider. Feel it out. As you drop down into it, extend up through your upper body. Bring your hands together to touch. Exhale the prayer hands to the heart. We'll straighten the left leg. Parshvottanasana. I think I got that one right. Bring your hands to the floor of the blocks. Hop the back foot in a little bit. Land the back foot. Draw the left sit bone back, the right rather. As you rotate the outer left hip forward. Parshvottanasana, Parshvakonasana. I think that's it. Who cares? As long as we're breathing, as long as we're doing the work. Sometimes my brain freezes up, which is a common thing for people that come to yoga, right? We tend, some of us, many of us tend to escape without even realizing it or really wanting to. The brain just starts to check out. Let's take one more breath here. Okay, we'll move back to downward facing dog. And we'll lift up the left leg. So I was often called a space cadet when I was younger. Left leg lifts, hip opens, bend knee. And kids thought it was funny. Even my family did. Reach the left arm, the left leg up, step the left foot down. If you'd like to move through vinyasa, breathe in, come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, flip over your feet, heart rise. Exhale, down dog. But the truth of it was that I didn't have control over that spacey feeling. It didn't feel good to me. I didn't feel grounded in my body in the present moment. It was hard for me to retrieve words. Let's take a moment in child's pose. You can put your knees down, slide your big toes to touch, and just take a few moments to breathe in your child's pose, balasana. And so that often happens when we become disconnected from the root chakra. It often happens due to trauma, actually, and the energy goes up, so to speak, into the higher chakras. It can be really overwhelming for a child, especially. So yoga is one of the methods of getting the energy back into the root chakra. A lot of standing poses are helpful in that way, are helpful in order to connect again to your body, to bring the energy down, so to speak. That's called apana, as opposed to prana, which is, we often hear the energy behind the breath, the life force. Okay, one more side, downward facing dog. Left leg rises, inhale, open up the hip if you'd like, bend the leg. Re-extend your left leg. The outer left hip drops down, but the leg stays lifted. Stretch, extend through the left leg. Breathe out, knee comes in towards the nose like a cat back. Step left foot through. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, the arms rise up. So press down through your feet to rise up. Right hand comes down inside the left foot. Lift back leg, lift left arm. Come into your twist. Rotate the back foot sideways, left hand comes down to the mat or to your block, turn your belly, turn your chest, right arm reaches. As you bend through that left leg, extend slowly the top arm overhead. Take a moment here. Let's place the right hand down, pivot the back foot, lizard lunge, your heel toeing the left leg to the left side, and then some people may want to drop for a few breaths onto the forearms. Hug the outer left hip in, the knee in towards your body as you extend through the right leg, the back leg. Come onto your hands one more time. Step the right foot from your core forward. Turn the foot out. Malasana, the squat pose. Hands come together at the heart. Lift your chest. Breathe into the low back. Let the shoulders settle down. Here's your option for Bakasana, the crow pose. Knees come to the upper arms or to the outer upper arms. I find that variation even a little bit harder, so you choose the variation that you wish to do. And you draw your feet up towards your butt. The belly pulls up. The gaze is slightly forward to help balance the energy of the body, and then we'll set the feet down. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet in the forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold again, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. So this time we're lifting up. Let me think about this for a moment. I believe it's your right leg this time. I think so. It gets a little tricky for me mirroring. So you do the side you didn't do before. Hug the left hip in, this side in towards the center of your body as you press your foot into your thigh or your calf and reach your arms up. So the deepest root that connects to the energy of the earth is called radical. Radical is associated with change, with transformation. Bring your hands together at your heart. Let's wrap left leg around right eagle, Garudasana. Reach your arms out wide and wrap your right arm underneath your left. You may want to fold. Sit bones go down and back. Spine rounds as the elbows come down. Let's rise up, breathe in. Undo your left leg, find your way into Virabhadrasana 3. Whoa, my balance is off on this side. Do your best, take your time. Come back into it if you are a little bit wobbly, if you fell, no big deal. Extend through the back leg strongly. Bend through your front leg, plant the back foot down on an angle, about a 45-degree angle, and we'll reach the arms up, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Turn the right rib cage's side of the rib cage forward a little bit as you settle into the pose. As you drop into it, the belly can draw in and up. As you reach up, maybe you gaze up and bring your hands together. Nice, powerful pose. Bring your hands together at your heart, straighten your front leg. Let's hop the back foot in a little bit, depends on the length of your legs. A few inches, maybe a foot. It's about a heel to heel alignment here, and we'll draw the outer left hip back towards the wall behind you and the outer right hip forward. So you feel the inner thigh of that back leg as you root through the heel. And you press a little more through the big toe mound of the front leg, of the front foot. through the front leg. Let's come into down dog and we'll sweep the leg that was forward up and back, bending through the hip, opening up through your waist, your belly. Re-extend the leg and float your foot down. Inhale, come forward into plank position. Exhale, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in and from your belly, extend all the way up through the heart, outer upper arms, pull back, re-strengthen through the legs. So we're integrating here, and then go back when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Set your knees down. Slide your feet to one side. And we'll come into Sukhasana. So again, this is like a portion of a practice. We don't have as much time for warm-up or for cool down. So that you'll do on your own if you'd like. If you have time for it, please do. Otherwise, let's take a moment to sit together in Sukhasana. Walk your hands forward any amount away from your legs. We'll just take one stretch, one forward fold to close the practice. Rise up, bring your hands together at your heart, bow your head to your heart. Namaste.